Hello everybody, welcome to another tarot reading. My name is Amber and this is Earthy Indigo. I hope that you are doing very well today or tonight or whenever it is that you are tuning in to this reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen to come across it is when you were meant to hear these messages. We are going to be taking a look at love today. That's right, this is not going to be for those of you who are in a connection. This is going to be for the singles in the house. So we are taking a look at new love, what might possibly be coming in for you in the foreseeable future. All right, so we are going to start off here with the zodiac signs. If I say things like he, she, masculine, feminine, I'm talking about energy. I'm not talking about gender, so apply it how it resonates for you. Please do only take the messages that resonate for you. Please keep in mind that this is a general collective reading. This is not a personal reading. I don't do personal readings, so keep that in mind, please, and only take the messages that resonate for you. If your sign or your person's sign does not come out, it just means you don't need confirmation from these cards. All right, so starting off here, we have Pluto, which is Scorpio. We also have the number 22. So the 22nd of the month could be significant, could be somebody's birthday as well. We have Gemini with the number 3, so the 3rd of the month. Could be significant as well. And then we have Mercury. Interesting. Mercury rules Gemini. Mercury is also the planet of communication. So I do feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be receiving some sort of communication here soon from some romantic interest. Sorry, I just got distracted by my cat. We also have the number 15. So the 15th of the month, or the 6th of the month, because that would reduce down to 6. 22 would reduce down to 4, so the 4th of the month as well. And then air energy, strong air energy, very strong communication here. We also have the number 25, which reduce down to the number 7. So I do feel like there is, at the very least, going to be communication coming in from some sort of a romantic interest, whether this is somebody that you are already aware of or not. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. This person could be an air sign. You could be an air sign. Again, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Heavy Gemini with this card coming out. Okay, we're going to get some signs from the stars as well. There are also additional signs in here, as well as physical features, and then maybe like some signs or synchronicities, things to help you be able to identify this person. Then we're going to get into the tarot, and I do have some love messages as well. So let's see what comes out here. Okay, let me grab the one that fell on the ground, the 3 that fell on the ground. Okay, so we have Aquarius coming out first, which is an air sign. So confirmation there. We also have a rainbow. So for some of you, this could be a same-sex situation. It doesn't have to be the case. For me, rainbows also, they always remind me of leprechauns and Irish or Ireland. So somebody here could be Irish or have Irish descent. We have Mercury again. So double confirmation, triple confirmation really for Gemini. And then just really strong communication. For some of you, there could be something here to do with like a Mercury retrograde. Maybe somebody here has Gemini, has like Mercury and Gemini in their chart, or Mercury and an air sign in their chart. Very interesting. We also have 444. It's an angel number coming through. That can also be, there's a frequency, like a musical frequency. The 444, I don't know, is it Hertz? I think it might be called Hertz. That could be something somebody's listening to. We have Aries, fire energy coming out here, and then we have December. So something could take place in December. Somebody could be born in December. That would be Sagittarius and Capricorn. And then we have summer solstice. So for some of you, maybe something significant took place this last summer solstice, or maybe you're watching this at summertime if you're watching this in the future. Hello from the past, if that is the case. We also have praying mantis. Could be a sign for some of you. And scarab. So I always think of Egypt with scarab. Somebody could have Egyptian ancestry. Maybe you just like work with Egyptian deities, or you have strong pull to just like Egyptian history or something, maybe archaeology. We have Neptune, so Pisces energy coming out here. I do feel like there is something dreamy about this connection. Maybe this person, maybe this is the person of your dreams. Maybe you've been dreaming about this person, or fantasizing about who this person could be. Very, very nice. Like I'm getting a lot of like, I don't know, like heart bubbles. And then we have a waning moon. So if you're watching this at the time of upload, it is the full moon today. So happy full moon, which means that, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day of the full moon. There are 3 days of the full moon. But the day after tomorrow is the beginning of the waning moon. So there could be something about like, you know, the next, something could start off in the next, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 days for some of you. And then we have hearing someone's name. So for some of you, maybe you're hearing this person's name, or maybe you're hearing like your own name. Interesting. Okay, let's get into the tarot. So today I have the old school tarot, and we're just going to get some information on this person. So see what we can get with the tarot. So what can you tell us about this person that is coming in for the collective? This romantic person. Okay, so we have King of Swords starting off. So strong air energy. Really feel like it. Hold on. I'm getting a call, so hopefully it doesn't interfere with the video. But again, that I think is confirmation with Mercury, and I'm getting a phone call. So for some of you, you could be getting a phone call from this person. Could be an air sign, like I said, could be a masculine for some of you. There's something here about this person where it's like they're very fair. They could have a strong sense of right and wrong. They could be somebody as well who like follows the rules. This person, if it is a masculine, they could have facial hair for some. They could have brown hair. Or dark eyes. There could be something here to do with the color green, or even the color blue. Maybe red, but I'm really not feeling red, although I know there is a lot of red on the card. And then we have the Chariot, so Cancer energy coming through here. So the Chariot talks about, it can talk about a lot of things. It can talk about choices. It can also talk about travel. I feel like for some of you, this person has made a decision to come forward here to communicate with you. You might not, for some of you, I kind of feel like you might not be aware of this person, or if you are aware of this person, maybe you're not currently in communication with them. But I do feel like they have made a decision to move forward with communication with you. It could be something quick. There can also be something here to do with travel. So this person lives at a distance from you, or maybe they travel for work. Maybe you have to travel for work. Somebody here could have gotten a new car. Somebody here could have blonde hair as well. Somebody here as well, like, I just kind of like, I'm kind of feeling Freya with this. Now I know it's a dog and a cat that's pulling the chariot, but for Freya it's cats that are pulling her chariot. So for some of you, you really could have a pull to, I don't know, like maybe Norse mythology, or maybe somebody here has Viking ancestry, but I'm just really getting like this pull to Freya here. Somebody here could be seeing ladybugs. Somebody could have a cat too. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, we're gonna get confirmation on this. I am feeling like this should be in the reverse here, but let's pull a card and see why this came out. What's up with the Seven of Swords? We have the Magician. Okay, so I do feel like the Seven of Swords energy should be in the reverse. I feel like there's, I feel like for some of you, it's very possible that you've dealt with people in the past who've been deceitful. Maybe some who've even kind of like, I don't know, stolen something from you, whether materialistically or energetically. Maybe even ideas for some of you, because we've got a lot of swords energy here, which is the mental realm. You know, it's the thought realm, and you know, there could have been something to do with that as well. For some of you, there could have been something, I'm getting like mass adventure. I don't know, isn't that like Batman or something? Somebody here could like Batman. I could be wrong on that. Something here about like, I don't know, something could have happened at nighttime. For some of you too, it's like some people, I was gonna say someone, but it could be people worked in the I don't know, like the shadows. It's just like unpleasant situations that you've had to go through, maybe even with a specific romantic connection that you've recently disconnected from, or for others of you it could just be multiple. I do feel like you've been manifesting in an honest person, you know, somebody who's not going to be deceitful. And I do feel like the fact that this person has shown up as the King of Swords, they are not in that energy. I do feel like I said, this is an honest person, and a loyal person. And I'm being drawn to the fact that I don't know what this is exactly. It's a wand that he's holding here on the Magician card. I don't really know what this is that the Chariot person is holding, but they look very similar. So there's something here to do with, like, I don't know, you could be really, really passionate about the fact that you don't want to, like, deal with situations that you've had to deal with in the past. Like, you don't want to repeat patterns with people. So for some of you may have been, like, really closed off to connections, in general, and there could be something here. Maybe that's why this person's coming through in this Chariot energy. Like, maybe they kind of, like, have to sort of come in with a determination in order to show you that they are coming in correctly, and honestly and truthfully. With the Magician here, this is also for me a Divine Masculine card. So this person could be a Divine Masculine, or you could be a Divine Masculine. And again, it's Aquarius energy. So more air energy here. So aside from air energy, we've had water energy because we've had Pisces and Cancer. I feel like we had an earth sign too, but I don't feel like that's really relevant. We've had a lot of water and a lot of air energy. So water rules emotions and air rules the mental realm. That's interesting here. I'm getting like you know when you like blow on water and it like makes that rippling effect, it's something like that. There could be something about like a rippling effect, like the butterfly effect almost. We have the Fool card on the bottom of the deck, which is Aries energy. It was Aries, it was a fire sign, not an earth sign. That was the other sign that came out. Very interesting. Okay, I'm also getting, so there's a song. It's from Mulan. Something about reflection. Why doesn't my reflection show who I am inside? So something's been reflected to somebody here. For some of you, this could be some sort of like a mirror soul, a mirror connection. If you don't know what that is, it's more or less, it's like there's something about the two of you where you reflect back to each other aspects of yourself that usually need healing. Very interesting. What, can I get a card on the Magician? The Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So somebody here have you been trying to, I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't really even think that you've been trying to manifest a romantic connection. I think that whoever this is resonating for, you've really been kind of focused on your work. You've been focused on your pentacles. I don't really even think you've been looking so much for a romantic connection. For some of you, this King of Swords has noticed how you've been focusing on your work. They've been noticing how you're balancing things out. Maybe they saw you at a point in time when you were imbalanced, or you were unbalanced in some way, maybe financially, and they've seen you work to like dig yourself out of a hole in some way, or like, you know, to balance yourself out here. You rode the waves. See the waves behind her? You learned to ride the waves, and this person's been watching you. That not in a creepy way. For some of you, this could be like a boss. You could work with this person, or maybe you worked with this person in the past. For others of you, this person could be like, I don't know, they've made a judgment call on you. They've made a decision and they've decided to come forward. They've decided that they like what they see. I don't think you noticed. I don't think you're noticing that this person's noticing you. I really don't, because you're focusing on your pentacles. You could be an earth sign or have strong earth in your chart. Okay. So tell us more about the Chariot. What are they going to be coming in here swiftly with? We know it's communication, but tell us more. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I told you somebody here could be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. So, strong masculine energy as well. Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. They see a victory here. I'm telling you, for some of you, this person's a boss. They own their own business, or they're like a CEO or a manager or something like that. This person's a boss. Or they have like, they just have that like energy. They're very confident. There's a lot of, and it's not like, maybe it's a little cocky, but not really. They know their worth. I feel like they want to show you that they want to show you that they're stable and that they can offer stability, but I also feel like they want to show you that you don't really have to worry about the pentacles anymore. For some of you, this could be somebody who's, you know, pretty well off, especially with the King of Pentacles coming out here. The King of Pentacles can indicate somebody who's pretty well off. And again, we have facial hair. This person could have facial hair if it's a masculine. You could have facial hair if you are a masculine. Take it how it resonates. Somebody could have curly or wavy hair. Somebody could also have like no hair on their head. Definitely, yeah, okay. So tell me more about this king. No way, are you kidding me? Hold up. You guys, you can't make this up. This isn't a king we're talking about, y'all. It's an emperor. It's an emperor. If you're a feminine watching this, it's your emperor. If you're not a feminine watching this, you're probably an emperor. And you know exactly who it is that you have your eye on. Damn, y'all. I'm not surprised, though. I'm really not surprised the emperor showed up. I was feeling the emperor with this King of Pentacles. This is definitely a divine masculine. Wow. Just wow. I mean, leave it to an emperor to leave you speechless, right? What can I say? I feel like there's something like this person could be kind of reserved and controlled with the way that they feel. They want to give you the world. They've got the world in their hand, and I feel like this emperor is like offering it to you. Yeah, I feel like they're just they have this. It's interesting. I just kind of feel like they have some sort of like a plan or an idea of like what they're gonna do, maybe what they're gonna say, how they're gonna communicate to you. I do feel like this is the type of person who's like, they're probably planning a date. If that's like, you know, what this is, like they've already got like what it is in mind, where they want to take you, what they want to, you know, all of that stuff. I also kind of feel like there's a sense of like this person, I feel like this masculine knows that we'll say feminine, play how it resonates for you. This masculine knows that this feminine has gone through these situations in the past and they know that this feminine has been focusing on their pentacles and not really focusing on, you know, on the romantic aspect of things. So they know that they have to show this feminine that they're serious, you know, that they're not going to show up and play games. You know, that she should stop focusing on the pentacles and maybe turn around and be like, hey, you know, there's an emperor over here. If you want to finish that pentacle up, you know. Just saying, just saying. All right, anything else from the tarot before we move on to the messages? Wow, we've got another king, the King of Cups the King of Wands. The King of Cups is actually the only one we're missing so far. Wow. And that's, I honestly think, because this person is being reserved on this masculine is being reserved on their emotions, because I don't feel like they want to overwhelm this feminine, or you, the viewer, however it resonates. We have Leo coming out here, and then fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. But I'm feeling really strong Leo because we've got the lion here, and then we've got the, you know, we've got the lion here, and strength is Leo. Again, Scorpio too with the lizard. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of really strong passion. This person's this person, honestly, like, I think that you would be, this person is attractive, this masculine is attractive, and this masculine is very attracted to this feminine. There's strong chemistry here, strong attraction here. This is a very masculine, if I do say so myself. I mean, we've got all of these kings and the emperor showing up here, like, damn, you know? Yeah, there could be a lot of chemistry here as well. This masculine is very passionately attracted to you. We will leave it at that. And there's a cat as well. I do feel like somebody here could have a cat. We have Justice and Judgment on the bottom of the card. So for a lot of you, I do feel like this could be, you know, some positive karma from what you have gone through. I do also feel like with Justice and Judgment coming out here in a love reading, I feel like this is something that this masculine has really put a lot of thought into. Like I said, you know, this isn't a decision that they're just making lightly. You know, this is a decision that they've taken the time to really, like, weigh, you know, and to see, like, where everything's going to fit in with them. Yeah, and we are ending it with the Page of Cups, you know, which is, you know, a communication of, wait, hold on, let me start over. It is communication of the romantic nature, but it is something small, you know, like, it's not a confession of love. It's not a proposal for marriage. It's like, hey, I think you're pretty, you know, or I think you're handsome, or, you know, do you want to go get coffee or something like that, you know, something like that. For some of you, it could also be an apology, you know, and look, there's the Queen of Swords. So they do think that, they do see this situation as being a power couple, and the Four of Wands. Y'all, I'm going to stop. The Four of Wands, come on. This could, for some of you, this could end in marriage. If that is something that you are looking for, commitment. This could be, you know, it's a very high level soulmate. For some of you, this could be somebody that you already know, but, like, I don't really think that matters. You know, they're showing up. They started off with the King of Swords. We're ending here with the Queen of Swords. You know, they see you as their perfect match. This is really lovely. This is really lovely. Okay, let's get some. Let's take that one out. Yeah, Death. Y'all, okay, seriously, Scorpio, I'm done after this. I'm putting the tarot away, but I had to show you this because for some of you, this could be a reunion with the Death card here. And then again, Scorpio energy. So, okay. We also have Scorpio energy with Judgment, and we have Libra energy with Justice. And then more air energy with the Swords. So let's get some love messages. Let's see what this person has to say. We're going to get, I feel like the masculine wants to say stuff to the feminine, so apply how it resonates for you. Flip it, switch it, reverse it, but that's how I'm going to read it. We're going to get messages from the masculine to the feminine. We are going to start off with my deck, the Twin Flame messages, and see what comes. Holy cannolis. Let's see what comes through here. Okay. So the first one that we have says, hold up. It says, maybe we should just be friends. So I feel like for some of you, this could have been something that was said in the past. If this is somebody from your past, for those of you where that's not the case, then I feel like this person may be wanting to come in, you know, like I said, like they want to start off small, especially with the Page of Cups here. Maybe just as like friendship, like, hey, do you want to hang out? Or, you know, like, do you want to go do something together or something like that? Like, you know, something small, something to like, you know, because I do feel like this person understands that they have to like, they have to build that trust with you, you know, or with whoever this is resonating for. Or you have to build the trust with them, apply how it resonates for you. But, and then we have, I want a family with you. So for some of you, this person, you know, could have kids, you could have kids. Maybe, you know, if this is something that the two of you want, that is something that they do see, you know, again, it's just, they see a future with you, especially with the Four of Wands here. They see you as being their person, their forever person. You're it, I'm hearing. Or they're it person, I don't know, something like that. But that's what I feel here. They you know, they're looking for the real deal. We have the separation is killing me. Okay, so take this if it resonates for you, but for some of you, this is, you know, a separation situation. This could be somebody from your past coming back around. I know that's not something that everybody wants. If that's not something that you want, if that's not, you know, what you're interested in, take it, then leave it, you know. But for some of you, that is definitely the case, you know. We have the first time I looked into your eyes, I knew. Yeah. So I think that this person has known, probably, you know, for a lot of you, from the moment that they first met you, that there was something different about you, that there was something special about you. And I think that's why they've kind of been, you know, watching you, or you've been watching this person, whatever the case may be, because they've sensed that, you know. It was like a aha moment. This is a past life connection. So, you know, for some of you, that could be where this, you know, the death card and the separation is killing me. It could be that this is somebody that you had a past life connection with. Could also be where that, you know, the first time I looked into your eyes, I knew. You know, sometimes when we meet past life connections, people we've had past life connections with, you kind of have this feeling of like, I know you. Like, even if it's the first time you met, you're like, I know you. Like, I don't know where I know you from, but I know you. It could have been something like that with this person. We have everything happens for a reason. Trust the process. Yes, 100% yes to that. I love this card. That is a great message. Trust the process. Date night. I told you, this person wants to take you on a date. They're going to ask you out on a date. Maybe not right away. You know, it might take some time. Maybe they're ask you to hang out or something like that. But this person is planning some sort of a date, or a get together, a hangout or something like that. Some sort of a something with you, with the two of you, where you can get to know each other. You can hang out, you know, all of that stuff. See if, you know, sparks fly. We have, do you think of me too? So they are wondering if you feel the same way about them as they do about you. You know, and it could be because you're so focused over here on your pentacles that you're, you know, maybe not giving them any sort of a sign, and maybe they're unsure. But I don't really think that. I think that this person's going to take the initiative regardless. You know, they're not going to wait around for you to give them a sign as to whether or not you're interested. They're just going to ask, hey, you interested or not? You are my favorite memory. I really like this message too. It's probably one of my favorite messages in this deck. So for those of you where this is somebody from your past, you are their favorite memory. So yeah. Okay, let's get some of these cards, some messages here from the Burning Heart Love Oracle deck, which I personally kind of feel like is a mouthful to say, but maybe that's just me. We have You're Always on My Mind, and now I'm getting that song, You Are Always on My Mind. I don't know who sings it, but yeah, they're always thinking about you. And like I said, I think they are wondering if you're thinking about them too. I Can't Let You Go. Again, for those of you where this is somebody from your past, I don't feel like I deserve you. So maybe for some of you, you know, if this is somebody from your past, maybe that's, you know, why the separation occurred. For others of you, you know, like maybe that's kind of where they're coming in here with the maybe we should just be friends, you know, instead of like coming forward with some sort of like a date offer, a hangout offer, because they're not really sure if, you know, they deserve somebody like you. I really do kind of feel like this person may have you on a pedestal a little bit. You know, they really, for some of you, they could really even admire you in some way. We have, I want to reach out, but don't know how. So yeah, I think that, I think for a lot of you, this person's been thinking about reaching out to you or communicating to you the way that they feel, or, you know, trying to hang out with you or something like that for a while. I just think that they don't really know how, and it could be because, you know, you're so focused on your pentacle, because of, you know, and it could also be too because this person is aware of what has happened in your past, of, you know, these other connections, and, you know, they maybe for some of you, I'm kind of feeling like they could even be understanding as to why you're focusing on pentacles and not focusing on romantic connections at this time, you know. And last we have, I can't go another day without you. So yeah, I feel like this is this could be a lot of the reason too why they're just determined to, you know, reach out. And it's just kind of like, you know, It's kind of like a you never know you never know until you try kind of a thing. They're just gonna take that leap of faith, and see if the universe is gonna catch them or let them fall. Next we have this deck, and I don't know what the name of this deck is, but we're gonna get some messages from this one as well. Okay, I feel like stopping there. So the first one we have is nervous. You make me nervous. Even just thinking about you, I get nervous. I'm not sure what to say or how to act around you. Yeah, that's with the, I don't know how to reach out. Like I said, I do feel like for some of you, I'm hearing like intimidating. There could be something intimidating about you. And I'm not saying that like, it doesn't mean like, you seem mean or anything like that. Like, I'm also one of those people where people get intimidated by me and I'm not really sure why, it's just sometimes I think that, especially confident people, like you just kind of, it just happens sometimes. I don't really have an answer for you there. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I think that for some of you, there could be something about you where you make this person, they're a little intimidated by you. You make them a little bit nervous. They're not really sure how to reach out to you or how to maybe even act around you. My advice to that person, if this is you, just be yourself. Somebody, if the right person is going to love you for who you are, and the right people should love and accept you for who you are, regardless of whether it's a romantic connection. So, don't get too much in your head about it, and just be you, that's my advice. Take it or leave it. We have, you feel like home. Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me much happiness and peace. All right, I am feeling like for some of you where this is somebody from your past, if this is somebody from your past, I feel like there's been something kind of like, I don't know how to say this other than like less peaceful about their life since you've been gone. And now I'm getting a song. Since you've been gone, I can breathe for the first time. God, who sings that? Is that Kelly Clarkson? Damn, that's an old song. Anyway, for some of you, honestly, that song could be applicable to how you feel. If you resonate with being this person who, this feminine energy who's kind of like dealt with the crappy situations in the past, that song that I was singing could be a message for you. But I do feel like for some of you where this is somebody from your past, there's something about like, since you've been gone, it's like their home doesn't feel like home anymore. Home doesn't feel like home anymore because you were home. Aw, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Hindsight's 2020 though, right? Okay. Next we have attached to my ex. I'm attached to my ex emotionally, physically, and or spiritually. I need time and space to break this connection. So again, I feel like this is going to be for those of you where this is somebody from your past. I think that could have been a lot of why maybe there was a disconnection between the two of you because somebody here was attached to their ex. Could have been this masculine energy. And they needed, time to break. Honestly, it could have been the feminine energy too with that Seven of Swords that came out here. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Somebody here was attached to their ex. Or dealing with that in the past, and that's why there's a separation. For others of you, I kind of feel like maybe this person, this masculine may have thought that this feminine was still attached to their ex, and that's why this feminine wasn't interested in romantic connections. And I think maybe for some of you, that's why this masculine has been watching this feminine, because they've been trying to see, is this feminine really still like attached to their ex? And I think that they finally realize that they're not. Take that or leave that. This one just dropped out. So it wants to be read first, and it says feeling lost. Okay, so somebody here might be feeling lost. I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore, and it's easier to just stay in silence. Interesting. I'm feeling this as being like, if you are wondering why this person hasn't reached out, and I think that for some of you, honestly, you may have given up hope on this person ever reaching out. I think it's because this person, honestly, like I don't think this person knew what to say. This person could have done something, they could have done something to really hurt you, and they don't, like, it's kind of like, I don't even think, like, it's almost a sense of, like, why even apologize when they won't even hear me out, you know, like, why bother, kind of a thing. And for some of you, it's kind of like, they just can't resist it anymore, you know? They can't stop thinking about you. And so they have to know, but they're afraid. This person is afraid. Honestly, for some of you, they may not reach out. I kind of feel like, I don't really feel like this is the Emperor. I don't really know who this energy is that's coming in with this deck, but I don't feel like this is the Emperor that we've been reading on, because the Emperor we've been reading on has made a decision. An Emperor is not going to not ask someone out because they feel nervous. An Emperor is going to feel the fear and do it anyway, just like an Empress would. I don't think this is the Emperor. I don't know who this is. Y'all, I think this could be, for some of you guys, this could be an ex coming in here. This could be an ex that still thinks you're attached to them. What the hell is going on here with this shit? Sorry. It's just the third parties, man. Those karmics just gotta come in. I was really hoping that we didn't have that. All right, well, let's get through this. I really think that these cards here, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's going to be one that's going to apply to this Emperor, but I really do think that this deck, these cards, this is a third party. So, you know, take these messages how they resonate for you. But that's what I'm getting. So it says, "Your perfection. Your beauty amazes me. I'm not sure how I attracted in someone like you, but I'm forever grateful." The future. I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. Now that sounds like the Emperor. Because that's what this Emperor has, you know, thought about a future with you. We have "You're so special. You're truly divine. I've never felt energy like yours before, and I can't get enough." I feel like these last three cards are the Emperor. It's interesting too because the colors here. So there's like a lot of red up here, right? These four cards, right? Like these three, there's red, and then there's this white one. And then down here, there's a light pink, and then these blue with the heart bubbles. And I was feeling the heart bubbles with the Emperor. It's so weird. I don't feel like these three cards right here is the Emperor that we've been talking about. I really don't. And honestly, like, part of me just kind of wants to take them and put them away. Because I don't want this energy here. But I'm not going to do that. We're just going to put these cards right on top. Because whatever this X is doesn't intimidate an Emperor. So we're just going to do that. Okay? And then we're going to move on to the last deck, which is the Twin Flame Soulful Messages. And we're going to get a few of these, and then we're going to end it. So thank you all very much for taking time out of your day or night to hang out here with me and get these messages. I do hope that they were helpful and that they resonated. You know, if you enjoyed it, please do let me know by hitting that thumbs up button. Comment if you would like to. Subscribe if you would like to see more of my videos. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's get these cards here. So we have "Looking at your beautiful face makes my heart melt." Yeah, I really do feel like there's a lot of attraction between this Emperor and you, or however it resonates for you. Sorry, I hit the table there. Yeah, honestly, like, I kind of feel like for some of you, like, I don't know, I'm getting this feeling like you could work with this person, or there's something where it's like they see you just like being you, or this Emperor sees this feminine just like being themselves. Maybe they don't even, like I said, like, I don't even think this feminine is aware that this Emperor is watching them, and it's just like something about them where they just look so beautiful. Or attractive. It's really sweet. We have "When I look at your pictures, I feel lost in your eyes." So there could be pictures of you with this person, or maybe they have access to your social media, or something like that. There could be just something about your eyes in general. Maybe they've even said this to you, but they could feel lost in your eyes. I'm kind of getting a feeling like maybe there's something like when you talk to this person, maybe it kind of seems like they're not really paying attention to you or something like that, and that's because they literally just like get lost in your eyes, and like the beauty of your face and your eyes for some of you. It's kind of like love struck, it's cute. I'm heartbroken since I realized how much I hurt you. Yeah, for those of you where this Emperor, okay, not this third party, because I still don't think those 4 cards were this Emperor. I'm feeling that as being some sort of a weird third party karmic that showed up for a second. For those of you where this Emperor is resonating for you as being somebody from your past, I think that this right here, I'm heartbroken since I realized how much I hurt you. I think that this could be why they're wanting to come in and communicate with you. We did get the Page of Cups, which can talk about an apology, and we also got Justice and Judgment, which can talk about, thinking about and reevaluating like maybe the roles that each of us play in relationships, and sometimes it can even talk about more or less like realizing the value of a connection that maybe you didn't see the value of before. Does that make sense? That probably was a weird way of having that come out, but yeah. We have you and I are one regardless of our circumstances. So I feel like this is an acknowledgement of the strong soul connection between the two of you, because I do feel like this Emperor sees you as their Empress, or the other way around, flip a switch, reverse it. I do feel like that, and I feel like regardless of what happens, in the future, what happens within this connection, or, like let's say you do end up rejecting them, because I feel like this Emperor isn't the type of person who is going to fear the rejection. I think they're gonna do it anyway, whether or not, because even if you do reject them, then they'll know, right? And maybe for some of you, that's not the way that they were in the past. This masculine could have finally just stepped into Emperor energy. But anyway, I feel like regardless of whether or not you say yes, or this Emperor says yes, they know about the strong soul connection. They know that the two of you are connected regardless, which I think is really beautiful. And then last but never least, we have, I've been trying to connect to you through dreams. I said it. With Neptune coming out, strong Pisces energy in the beginning, I had a feeling that for some of you, you've been dreaming about this person. They could be trying to connect you through dreams. Like I said, for some of you, I do kind of feel like there could be distance between you. For some of you, they may be trying to like fill you out energetically before coming in physically. Take it or leave it. But yeah, those are all the messages that I have for you guys. I really do hope that they were helpful, that they resonated. I hope you have a wonderful day or night and a very happy full moon. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.